In this video, we're going to be going through the three core ways to sell any product and to create an infinite or possibly infinite number of ads. Without the core fundamentals that I go through here, or if you decide you want to skip this video, everything else is not only going to be harder to do in upcoming modules, but basically you're going to lose the foundation of what a good ad actually is. So you must understand this and the definitions here, because if not, you're going to be totally lost with everything we talk about in just a few minutes. Now, this is just the overview, so I'm going to keep this concise. I'm going to give some examples, and I hope this plants the seed of just how critical the identification buckets here really are. So let's do it. First things first, there are three ways to sell. There's offers, there's mechanisms, and there's education. We'll go through all of this. The avatar, which is going to be technically the fourth way to sell or who to sell to, is the multiplier that turns all offer, mechanism, and education into the force. That's like the force multiplier. It's the weapon. Most marketing fails because it is not specific enough to feel true. Specificity is what creates belief that this will work, desire that this will work for me. I need this. Urgency that I should do this now. And without those, you basically don't have a solid ad. So the three ways to sell and the three levers that you can pull are a bit down here: offer, mechanism, education. An avatar is the multiplier on top of all of this. So keep that in the back of your mind. I'm going to go through each of these pillars now. First is the offer. We all know offer as, 50% off, 20% off, discount dollars. We know offers as buy one, get one free. We know offers as bundles. Those are all fine. And we're going to go through exact offers in upcoming trainings. The key here first is we need to understand what even is an offer. What are the components of an offer so that you can create offers specific to your business? First, an offer is legitimately just a value exchange. That value exchange can come in thousands of different ways. Offers usually associate timing and a risk profile in that offer as well. For example, very simply put, let's say your offer is 50% off, aka the value exchange, timing, either urgency related or speed, and risk profile, meaning free returns, will only last so long, guaranteed that you'll love it or your money back, stuff like that. So think about the timing section here. This is an important one, as let's say there's a upcoming Valentine's Day drop that you're going to do for your business. That timing, guaranteed Valentine's Day delivery, that's very important to your offer. The risk profile, which would technically be guaranteed delivery, that also ties in. And connected to the risk profile also is that if you hate it or your Valentine hates it, you get your money back, no questions asked. All right, think about how Amazon has done this on the timing and risk profile side. Amazon has basically said free 2-day shipping anywhere in the US. And if you don't like it, we'll take a return within 30 days, no questions asked. Killer. Your offer is, how do I make my product as valuable as possible? How do I associate timing to that, meaning urgency related to the offer to now? And then how do I de-risk this for the buyer as well? The second here is mechanism. Mechanisms are the features of your products and how/why it works. So this is what makes the promise. This is what makes the sale believable. A great example of this, I'll just do something that I was sold on recently. Let's say you're like 9 out of 10 guys and you've been wearing the same t-shirts for way too long. What happens is those t-shirts around the arm, tricep, bicep area tend to get loose and your arms tend to look fragile and small, especially me. I'm not that big of a guy. But my t-shirt that I'm making up here has specific stitching around the bicep and tricep to make your arms look jacked, right? That's the mechanism. The mechanism is the stitching, the XYZ, name it something fancy mechanism, right? Think about the M3 method that everyone here understands. I could have called it 3-step process, but 3-step process doesn't sound as good as M3 mechanism, right? So or M3 method, excuse me. The most important part of this is that you are selling the key feature that makes it clear why your product works. The stitching around the bicep is good, makes your arms look jacked. The quality of the fibers never shrink, right? The inserts you're putting into your shoes fix certain heel problems, and this is exactly why, right? Be as specific as you want, but you need to showcase your exact mechanism. And if you don't feel like you have a mechanism, let's say you're drop shipping t-shirts, for example, and you have graphic designs, your feature is that design, right? Is it unique to you? Is it something you made? Is it completely custom? Like, did someone have to physically draw it? These are all parts of your features and why your product is unique and why someone should buy from you. Education is also just a huge part of this whole thing. Very often, people associate education as I need to tell someone that there is a problem and I need to solve for that problem all in one. But really, your education point, even if you're a product that feels very regular, like very, very typical product, and there's thousands of different brands out there selling the same product, education on why your mechanism works combined with what most people believe about your said product is going to break so many walls. Let me explain. So the point of education is for the consumer to have the light bulb moment of say, oh, that's a real problem. I'll read this word for word. It's a belief update that makes your product the logical conclusion. That's the key point. Let's say again that we'll use the example of t-shirts just to keep it going. We'll say most t-shirts have this kind of fiber, and that fiber stretches over time. Our t-shirts have this fiber that will keep them longer to make your arms look good. That will make them not wear out as long, right? You get what I'm coming from on this. The point here is that we're educating the consumer on what the normal problem is and how our product solves that problem. And we're solving that problem through the mechanism, the features of our product. Okay. And the last part of this, and this is just an overview, so I'm not going to keep this more than a few more minutes here. The last part is the avatar. Without the avatar properly addressed, you are talking to no one. Meta will not know who to target. You have to speak to a specific avatar. You don't need to specifically call out that avatar every single time, but you need to know the wants and needs of that avatar and make sure that it's very clear that if that avatar was on the other side of the phone watching your ad, that they know this is talking to them, right? So the whole point of avatar is this is talking to me. It's targeted messaging. This is critical. What should happen over time, and we're going to get to this in upcoming modules here on exactly how to build your avatars, not just one avatar, is you will find that multiple avatars will have different return on ad spends for you, will scale differently, but will create mass scale because you could have tons of different ads, tons of different messaging to different people and capture the lowest hanging fruit from Facebook ads for multiple avatars, not just the one avatar you're currently hitting. That's so critical, and most people don't do it. Not to mention, when you merge avatar with education or merge with mechanism or merge with offer, two things happen. First, you create better ads. Second, it's easier for you to create ads. Once you start to think like that avatar, you will very easily be able to understand what's the best offer for that avatar. What's the best feature mechanism that my product solves for that avatar? What's the problem that that avatar is experiencing? And how do I solve it? So again, this was just the overview. There's going to be a lot coming up on this. If you forget these definitions, come back here. This is critical for ads. Let's go.